Coheed and Cambria releasing Vaxis 3. I can't just say Vaxis. Vaxis 3, the father of Make Believe, the deluxe edition, also called the New Entities edition. This is going to be a deluxe edition of their new record, their latest record, which came out earlier this year. Already with the deluxe editions. That's all the rage these days, right? With most bands, you put out the album the first time, but then a bunch of months later, you put out the deluxe edition with additional tracks, whether that be live versions or demos or brand new tracks. Personally, I prefer when bands put out a deluxe edition with more new studio music. Green Day did it earlier this year with their Saviors album. I think they gave us like 6 or 7 brand new songs. Blink-182 did it with One More Time Part 2, which featured, again, a bunch of new songs. And it sounds like Coheed and Cambria are going to be giving their fans, who probably already purchased this record, a little bit more value with this New Entities version of Vaxis 3, the father of Make Believe. So this is going to be available on a bunch of different formats. It's going to be available on CD, of course, as well as a couple of limited edition colored LPs. It's going to be available on Quintillion Blue and Purple Optic Distortion colored LPs. Those sound very appropriate for Coheed and Cambria, but they're going to be limited to 1,500 copies each. Those are up for pre-sale right now on the Coheed and Cambria website, and I imagine with them being limited and being all sorts of cool colors like Quintillion Blue and Purple Optic Distortion, that fans are going to be grabbing those up very, very quickly. But thankfully, again, in addition to just getting a new version of the album, Coheed and Cambria are offering us 4 brand new tracks included on this deluxe edition, including the new song Key Entity Extraction 7, Yuko the Trivial, which I listened to before I did this podcast. And that, you know what, this is actually a really great Coheed and Cambria track. Not that they ever really put out anything bad, because they have a really high quality bar for them when it comes to new Coheed and Cambria music. But this one has a big rock hook to it. It's got a big melody on it, and it's part of a new 4-part track ending to the album, because we know that Coheed and Cambria, everything they do is epic. It's ambitious. This is part of the Amory Wars storyline that I still have no idea what's going on, but at least I enjoy the music. And this is going to be, like I said, a new 4-part ender to the album. And this new song was really, really cool. And I liked it actually a little bit more than some of the songs on the album proper. I did a rock album review on the YouTube channel earlier this year, and I seem to remember really liking it, but maybe not liking it as much as Vaxis 2, which I thought was the better record. I thought Vaxis 1 was even better than Vaxis 3. Not to say that it's not a good record. It's just when you have as much music as Coheed and Cambria do, sometimes, you know, you have to be able to rank things and have a preference for things. And I didn't really love the big epic ending, multi-part ending to the Vaxis 3 album proper. It was called the Continuum series. I found that part of it to really lose me. And I'm not against these big epic album multi-part, this, that, part 1 through 5 through 6. Hey, Star Wars, one of my favorite things in the entire world. I love episode 1 through episode 9. I love multi-part franchise kind of things, but sometimes with Coheed and Cambria, I can find it to be a little bit hit, a little bit miss, and I'm really hoping that this new ending to the album, the Key Entity Extraction, will be a really, really cool ending to this record. Again, this new song, Yuko the Trivial, it's got a kind of an 80s rock feel to it. Coheed and Cambria are always really catchy, always really well done when it comes to the songwriting, but sometimes it can be a little bit samey. Sometimes it can just seem to be covering the same sonic ground over and over and over again, but I thought this song was really cool, and I think this kind of gives us an indication of what maybe these 4 new tracks are going to be like. I like when Coheed go epic and they do these 7-minute songs and there's all sorts of proggy things going on, and Claudio Sanchez is singing his lungs out and they're doing all sorts of cool stuff. But I do kind of prefer when they bring things back to more of a rock radio kind of sound and make things a little bit more accessible for listeners. And I think that they did that on this track. A great example of that is the song Feathers, which goes back all the way back, I think, to 2007. I can't remember the name of the record. You guys can let me know in the comments. It's really hard to remember Coheed and Cambria record titles, but I really enjoyed Feathers because it's like a 3-minute, 4-minute piece of pop rock. It sounds good. It's catchy. And I think this new song, Yuko the Trivial, kind of falls into that same category. It's really catchy. So definitely check it out if you haven't yet. And if you're a Coheed and Cambria fan, you got to check out the new deluxe edition of Vaxis 3, the father of Make Believe, also known as the New Entities Edition. Like I said, available on CD, available on a couple of different colored LPs, which are available for pre-order right now through the Coheed and Cambria website. And I guess you can't go wrong with buying an album multiple times, especially if they give us new songs. So we're looking forward to the new deluxe edition of The Father of Make Believe. Let me know if you're excited about this new edition. Are you going to be picking up one of these colored vinyls, quintillion blue, purple optic distortion? Let me know in the comments below.